do it live.
Hey, everybody, welcome.
Hey, guys.
Chris?
How you doing tonight?
How's it going?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Good. So Chris and I spent this long 4-day weekend.
Yep, pretty much
long weekend.
hanging
at
out.
the movie theater.
Yeah.
We saw 2 films
Dude.
together.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go
So
on.
we're going to do a twofer today.
Yeah,
That's
double
fun.
feature.
Double feature. What did we see? We saw
Crime 101 and Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die.
And Don't Die. Right.
Yeah.
So we're going to review those both pretty quickly. We're not going to overdo this one.
We're gonna try to keep it. We're gonna keep it spoiler free though.
Spoiler free.
Because
yeah,
these
we
are
have
like
to.
brand
They're
new.
brand
They
new,
just
and
came
you
out.
really want to, especially the second one, Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die.
Yep.
I don't want to give anything away except our feelings about it. But and before we start, though, we have to acknowledge the passing today of legendary actor Robert Duvall.
Yes.
And Virginia resident Robert Duvall.
I'm sorry.
And Virginia resident.
Oh, I didn't realize he
I
lived in
believe
Virginia.
he in Manassas over there.
Really?
I think he might have had a horse ranch or something. Yeah.
It was a bad week for actors, actually.
Who else
'cause,
passed away?
James Van Der Beek,
Right.
but also Bud Cort from
So there's
Harold
the
and
3
Maude.
right there.
Yeah, there's your 3.
There's so anyway, Robert Duvall, 85 or 86,
Oh, he was
passed
95.
away today. 90. That's right. 95.
He had a long life, a good
did.
long life.
I'm wearing the Godfather shirt. I wish he were on
Yeah.
it. He was in Godfather 1, Godfather
The
2.
two.
They don't want to pay him enough for 3, which is unfortunate because
Really?
that probably
I
ruined the
didn't-
film. That's why George Harrison.
Harrison.
George.
The Beatles?
Who's the tan guy?
Oh,
Played
George,
Dracula.
Oh, Hamilton, George
George
Hamilton. The tan guy,
Harrison.
yeah. The
George
cigar
Harrison
guy.
would have been better, I think.
I'm sure he would have.
And also, he was in early Twilight Zone.
Well,
He was Boo Radley. In,
Boo Radley is the first thing,
Yeah.
the first major thing he was in.
Yeah,
But the
so
thing
he's
that
been
I
around
will
a while.
always think of when I think of him
You're
is,
going to use the quote?
oh, Colonel Kilgore, yeah.
What's the quote?
Well, there's a million.
What's
Everything
the
out of
big
his,
one everybody knows?
Well, Charlie Don't Surf is the one.
No,
I
that's
always
the one.
remember.
You're not talking
I
about
love the smell of
napalm,
in the
smells like
morning.
victory. Okay.
Yeah.
So
That is
anyway,
a great scene. And you know what? The funny thing about it is, I'm sure that when he won Best Supporting Actor, because that's what he won for Apocalypse Now, I'm sure that is the scene they used. That scene is so tailor-made for a Oscar clip.
well, that's also the best scene in the movie. Really, I mean,
yeah,
with the
yeah.
helicopters and the music
Oh,
playing
yeah,
outside,
yeah, it's-
everybody used. Even the King Kong movie that came out,
Yes.
Skull Island, uses
Oh,
that
yes, that whole scene.
homage with the
Oh,
helicopters
yeah,
and the
yeah.
music.
So good.
So rest in peace, Robert
Robert
Duvall.
Duvall.
It's sad. He'll be missed. All right, so let's talk about Crime 101.
Start by handing me your phone.
You're looking at robberies of jewels, money, or high-value items in the last 4 years. Now, remove every robbery where there was DNA left at the scene. I think all of these are the same guy, and he hits every time along the 101 freeway.
Starring
Chris Helmsworth,
Chris Helmsworth,
also known as Thor,
his buddy Mark Ruffalo, also known as Hulk,
the Incredible Hulk,
Halle Berry, also known as Storm,
and Catwoman.
and Catwoman. I don't think she likes that one so much.
Yeah, not so much.
I don't know. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
it was just like a superhero smorgasbord.
I
there.
think originally somebody else was supposed to play Mark Ruffalo's part,
Oh, really?
and when it didn't work out, I don't know who was supposed to do that. Helmsworth is the one who said, "Get my
Get
boy,
Mark
get my
Ruffalo?
buddy Ruffalo."
Yeah, of course.
Which is, I mean, come on, it's
Yeah, he was great in it. Yeah.
Crime 101. I just want to see who directed it.
This guy's name was like Bart something.
Yeah,
I've
something. I
never
don't
really
know what.
heard of
Oh,
that
he's
guy.
done. I know he's I think he's an English guy.
He's done a few
Bart
things.
Layton. His biggest one is that American, not American, the Crime Animals or Animal.
American Animals.
American Animals. I don't know if it's American Animals because he did a version. Yeah, American Animals. I'm sorry. Oh, we also Barry Keogh. I don't know. Keogh.
I think it's
also in it. Okay, so why don't you break down? Give us a little plot.
Yeah, so
Crime
Crime 101 is basically about a criminal,
Jewel thief.
solo jewel thief, who is super meticulous. OCD, in fact, I would say. I'd go so far as to say he's OCD. And how he uses this personality element to commit perfect crimes, or essentially near perfect crimes.
No violence.
Right. He's strictly anti-violence. He has everything laid out. He does all of his research. And then he basically heists couriers, jewel couriers, right? And the whole part of the 101 thing, it's kind of a dual. No, 101 being obviously an introductory course, right? But also it is all about the 101 highway in Southern California, if you're familiar.
Yeah, all his crimes take place
on the 101, just so you can get on and get out easy.
And you can drive a car real good.
Yeah, exactly. That's basically the story, and it's about the people after him. And Halle Berry, Mark Ruffalo plays policeman,
Detective,
Yep, and Halle Berry plays
insurance
who
representative who insures rich dudes, their paintings and their jewelry
and all their stuff.
And high end, very, very high
Very
end.
high
and
end.
She's been working at a place for 11 years, feeling a little disgruntled because there's a little sexism going on,
and
ageism
she keeps
going
getting
on.
passed over for a promotion that
So
she's
she becomes
earned.
part of this story.
Yes, so she kind of, you know what I did like? I don't want to get too much into the weeds, but like she does become part of the story, kind of almost the link between Ruffalo and Helmsworth.
Well, totally the link between those two.
But I mean in the sense that she has scenes with both of them. Well, they don't.
That
have
would
a
be the
whole lot.
link.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess you're right about that, right? Yeah. So she's the link between the two of them. But that's basically the setup, and it's about them going after them. But it's also, you've got old Nick Nolte thrown in there as kind of his handler, in the sense that he's the guy that he fences the stones to and all of this stuff. And there's another kind of a young hothead,
Barry Keogh,
who is great in the Banshees of Inisherin.
Yeah, he's great in all that he
and
does.
everything.
You didn't see Saltburn, but he was in Saltburn. He plays a motorcycle riding crazy lunatic.
Well, yeah, but he's also has something to prove, right?
Yes.
There's a line in there where
your father was.
Yeah, Nolte says something. I don't know if you have the stomach to do what your father would do.
Okay, let's just. The elephant in the room is this. This is a very homage movie to a lot of crime.
Yes.
Mostly, Steve McQueen crime. Mm-hmm. And the biggest one and the biggest elephant is Heat.
Yeah.
And what did you call it?
Michael Mann's Heat.
What did
I
you
called
say at the
it
end?
Warm.
It was warm. It wasn't quite Heat, but it had all the elements of Heat, right? It had the main guy who doesn't really, he's a lone wolf.
Yep.
He eventually gets a girlfriend in here, meet cute thing, and of course that could eventually cause trouble potentially. There's Nick Nolte plays the John Voight character in Heat, who is the guy who sets up all these things.
Exactly. Kind of helps him set up the crimes, move the merchandise.
It's in L.A. It takes place in L.A., so you get all that L.A. geography, which Heat was famous for.
And it's funny too. I noticed this multiple times during the movie. The score mirrored, not 100%, but it evoked the score from Heat as well.
I wouldn't even know that.
Yeah, the score from Heat was very minimalist, kind of almost like tones. It was not like super lots of
that wasn't
orchestration.
Tangerine Dream he did or whatever he did.
No, it wasn't.
So they were going for a lot. There's even a scene in a car between Helmsworth and Mark Ruffalo, where they each talk about a certain Steve McQueen movie.
Yes.
Helmsworth is talking about Bullet because he liked the Mustang in there, and Ruffalo is talking about the Thomas Crown Affair, which are both spot on for this film. It's exactly
that's what they're kind of doing.
Did you like it?
I did.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: it wants to be Heat. It is not Heat. It's not even really close, but it is still a good, competent crime movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It is a good, competent crime movie where they actually, I don't want to give too much of it away or get into it, but it does do a little bit of a different kind of twist with the end, and I like that.
Yes, it has the same problem that the second movie we're going to talk about has, which is it's just too long.
It is a touch too long.
It's a 2.5-hour movie. It didn't need to be that long. There are scenes that drag on. We get it already. Why do we have to see this? And again, we've seen it in Heat, so why do it again? Really, frankly. Yeah. And then for me, I liked it. I did like it in the moment. I liked it. As I thought about it later, now I start having my Barry Keogh. I don't know how to say. We'll just
I think it's Keogh.
Keogh. We'll just say
could be. It's Keogh from now on for us.
His character was the wild card. He was working with Nolte, who was also working with Chris Hemsworth.
Right.
So Nolte has him trailing Chris Hemsworth for whatever reason. And he's sort of the only he's literally a wild card. Yeah. He's a wild card in this movie. And to me, there's some things that happened towards the end which didn't make any sense for his character, except you might, as you brought up, it may be because he's trying to one-up his father. And that's psychologically in there.
I think he was trying to live up to it.
Yeah, I think so. But
again,
his character's the only one, to me, that was a false note.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. I mean, there were some times his character does a few things you're going like, why is he doing all this? But at the same time, it's I did like I said, not giving into too much of the detail. I did think that to some extent it worked, but at the same time, it did feel a little like, okay, you could have just done this and it would have.
To me, it was
things.
a false note in the
Yeah.
movie, and that's really kind of the only false note I had.
No, I mean it's
Ruffalo's always excellent.
yeah, and so
He should be doing Columbo. I know
Yeah.
everybody says it, but he should be doing Columbo.
But
and Halle Berry was fantastic as well.
I was really liked Halle Berry in that role.
Yeah.
I thought she was great. She looks fantastic still, obviously.
Even though they're using ageism to put, it's
Yeah, even though they talk about
some rich. The whole point was the rich guys go for the younger women.
Yeah.
There's no way anybody would look at her and go, "No, I don't want her."
Yeah,
I needed
is it
someone-
going to
no.
be like
No way.
even though like you're 50,
Again, that's I guess that's another false note. But she has a great monologue she does towards the end where
Yeah.
people just if there were more people in the crowd watching this that night. Now we were
Yeah.
the same night as it was. I think it was the eve of Valentine's. I think we saw it.
we saw it on the 13th. We saw it on Friday the 13th.
Valentine's Eve. So
Yes.
Wuthering Heights was also out.
Yes.
So our theater had maybe 10, 15 people in it.
I think it had more than that.
It did. It didn't feel like
It
that.
did. It didn't
felt
have a
little
ton.
sparse.
Yeah, it felt a little
And
sparse.
that's as I'm going into these theaters now, I'm looking at how many
yeah.
the theater will hold. So that one held 131,
Right.
and there were maybe 20 of us in there.
Maybe,
we'll
yeah.
talk about the other one after, but so yeah, to me, there's a couple of false notes that kind of take some of the glean away, and also they make such a big deal. The producers and directors and the director about the car chase that happens in the middle of this.
Yeah.
And their big deal is it's going to rival Bullet, and we did no CGI, and it's all practical.
Yep.
And I'm like,
It was underwhelming.
it was okay. It
My
was okay. It
my
wasn't-
biggest thing with it was, and we mentioned this when we were talking about when we were leaving the theater, was that there's so many quick cuts at different parts of that in that car chase that, first off, you're not exactly sure what's going on all the time, but the fact of the matter is that when you edit like that, it can hide all sorts of things that didn't
it's
quite
like editing
work.
dancing is the same
Yeah,
thing.
it's like
Fred Astaire, it was a wide shot, and you watched them dance.
exactly like
And
it's
it had all the energy it needed.
And when you watch the scenes in Bullet, it's like he's going all the way down in a single shot. He goes all the way down, and then he does a hard 90-degree turn when he reaches the camera at the bottom of the hill. It's
And this is
amazing.
coming off a year where One Battle After Another did that great car chase.
a great car chase as well
the
on the
windy
hills.
road, the
Yeah.
hills. And it just doesn't hold up to that one. And again, I don't know why they're raving about it so much. It just didn't.
Well,
it
I mean,
didn't-
I think that they, I'm sure it was one of those things where, like,
I guess because it's all practical.
yeah, I'm sure they had like a really great idea about how to put it all together and how to make it look great. And when they ended up, they didn't have the footage that really worked it, so they chopped it all to pieces.
I think they thought they had what they. I think they thought they had what they wanted.
Oh, well, I don't know.
And I didn't see.
Wasn't
It's a motorcycle and a car. Hemsworth is chasing the other guy, and the physics again alone is enough to go. This can't be.
Yeah, it just more than anything it was like they were just cutting. I felt like you were literally in the car with Helmsworth more than you were outside watching the cars.
Maybe.
I don't know, and it just
It didn't.
Yeah.
Now, having said that, the cinematography in this film is amazing.
Oh yeah, it looks great.
If you're from LA, I guess this really shows off the
Yeah, it looks-
LA geography and
looks great, man.
There are scenes, I guess, where Malibu's out the window and there's somewhere else it shouldn't be like that. But
Yeah.
I'm not from there, so I don't know. They do some cool camera tricks where the camera flips upside down and shows the city upside down.
Yes,
some
that
really
was neat.
really innovative kind of looking stuff. And
There was some nice stuff in it. I mean,
So,
all in all, like I said,
yes,
I
what would
give
you
it
rate it out of 5?
3.
Yeah,
I give
I
it a
was gonna
good
say the
solid
exact
3.
same
It's
3, a
totally
3.
worth seeing.
A 3.
Especially if you like a pretty well thought out crime movie. It is that.
But is it rewatchable like Heat is rewatchable?
Very
Heat is
few-
rewatchable.
I've probably seen Heat 20 times.
Right, that's what I mean. That's like saying it's warm is like, that was a perfect way
Yeah.
to sum up that movie. When you said that, I was like, damn, I wish I thought of that. That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, it was warm,
Yeah.
but worth watching.
Yeah, okay, let me ask you a question.
Sure.
Helmsworth, do you really think he acted the shit out of this one?
No,
No, me neither.
no. I mean, I thought he was okay.
I mean, he's a damn good-looking dude.
Super good.
And of course, the woman he has to meet cute with, of course, if I bumped into him the
of
same
course,
way,
yeah.
I'd be like, whoa, this guy's amazing. I might go.
yeah.
I would go for that.
Yeah.
probably. Right? But as an actor, it's like, oh, they're raving about, he wasn't playing neurodivergent. He was definitely playing OCD
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something. So he's not he's not looking people in the eye, which
He's got a little anxiety issues.
something
there,
going on, but
something
who knows?
happening.
But I mean, I could have seen other people. I don't know. I didn't see the, oh my God, what a great,
What a great performance. Yeah.
yeah.
Neither did I.
but still a 3. So
But still a
we'll
3,
leave it
still
at that.
the-
I think it should be seen
Completely
in the movie
serviceable.
theater.
Yeah.
No, don't wait for it.
No, yeah.
So,
I mean, I think it's worth seeing on the big screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's jump to number 2,
Second film
which
we
is
saw
Good
this
Luck,
weekend.
Have Fun, Don't Die.
Don't die.
There's some shit that's about to come down that I can't prepare you for. It's gonna try to give you everything you ever wanted. But in the end, it will all be a lie. Are any of you even listening to me?
Directed by Gore Verbinski,
Uh-huh.
starring Sam Rockwell. We can go down this list. I could probably, Sam Rockwell.
Just a bunch of
I'll
other.
just keep saying, just a bunch of other
guys.
people. No, it's not that guys. They're not
No,
that
but,
guys.
no, I mean they're not that guys. But like, for example, the guy who plays the school teacher, right?
he's
been
not
in
a
the
that
top-
guy
he-
though. But he's
think
Pena.
he's-
That's Michael Pena. I was just gonna say
Yeah.
he's not a that guy.
You don't think he's a that guy?
No, he's.
I feel like he's like a that guy. Not like in a bad way. Like he's. In
I
a ton
understand,
of movies.
but no, I
like,
would think of that guy as like, it's like
that guy.
background actor. Like the guy that's in Trabowski, whatever that guy's name is, that's in everything, but he's that guy. I can't think of it. He's in Groundhog Day. He does a documentary about that guy.
Are you talking about? Oh, are you talking about Clint Howard?
No, he's that guy.
Oh yeah, he's
He's
totally
the brother.
that guy.
He's that guy. All right, no. So Juno Temple.
Yeah.
Haley Lou Richardson, who played the princess.
Yes.
Michael Pena. Zazie Beetz.
Yes. She's great.
Man, she's great. Some guy named Azam Chaudhry. Now, to me, I have no idea who that guy is.
Oh, yeah.
And this guy, Tom Taylor, who played the princess's boyfriend, I thought he was pretty good. He was the guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The guy who gets.
Okay,
kinda
so
like-
why don't you
yeah.
try to give us the synopsis of this one?
This one is a little bit harder to synopsis or to give a synopsis.
Yeah,
of.
without spoiling. all
Yeah,
that.
it's basically a story about a what appears to be a crazy homeless guy who walks into a diner and tries to convince the people in the diner to come help him save the world.
He's from the future.
He's from the. He says he's from the future.
He's holding looks like a bomb.
It looks like a bomb. He's got a crazy like raincoat on. He literally looks like a homeless guy, and not just like like a homeless guy who just happens to be down on his luck. He looks like a mentally unstable homeless guy, and he swears he's from the future, and we've got just tonight to help try.
Well,
to
he
save
lands
the
in
world.
Norm's Diner, which I guess
Yep.
is a famous diner in L.A. Okay,
Yeah.
again. And he does like a 15-minute monologue at the very start of
Oh,
this
yeah.
movie explaining why he's there and also explaining that this is the 117th time he's been there.
yeah.
But every time he's picked the wrong people, they end up dying before the
And he-
mission's done. It's like
exactly.
one of those
Yeah.
boss games, the video games. Where it's even like that Tom Cruise movie where he keeps repeating over and over. Die, repeat.
Oh, live, die, repeat.
That
yes.
one. It's like
Edge
that
of
idea
Tomorrow.
where he gets them to a certain point, then he's got to come back and get a new crew.
Yeah.
And he's trying to find the perfect.
He's trying to find the right combination.
So what happens is he starts this, and then we do these as we meet people.
We learn
as we're
about
introduced to people.
There's
They do these
flashbacks.
flashbacks about the people.
Exactly.
And this is where the movie, to me, now it's a Gore Verbinski film. You weren't familiar with him that much. I mentioned Rango. I mentioned
Yeah.
the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
And the Lone Ranger. I mean, he's
didn't see
big
that.
visually. He's got some.
Yeah.
He's got some stuff.
Yeah.
So his energy is. But what these flashbacks were perfect Black Mirror episodes.
Oh, yeah.
Each
yeah.
one of them.
Yeah.
Could have been a perfect Black, and they were. That's what they were. They were
Yeah.
basically Black Mirror episodes about. And the whole thrust of this guy coming back from the future is AI is going to destroy the world.
Yes.
And we need to do something
We need to stop
make
it.
sure that doesn't happen.
Exactly.
And
we
you
are
guys have to join me on this quest.
Exactly. That I've already done 116, 17
117
times.
times.
Yeah. So that's the basic idea of the film. I love this movie. I really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was very creative. I thought all of the performances were solid all the way through. Solid to great, to be honest with you.
Really?
And Sam Rockwell was in his full Sam Rockwelliness.
He
You know what I
kills-
mean?
He kills everything.
Like he just kind of had that manic energy that he's brought to other roles that you kind of like, that he has a charm, a manicness, but yet at the same time you're like, this guy might literally be crazy.
Right.
So it's just kind of this manic performance, but it's spot on. And like you said, the flashbacks are great. They really kind of inform you about the people and give you some idea of where things are going, like in this world that we live in, which is obviously meant to be maybe shortly in the future from where we are.
The director's being a bit of a boomer.
Yeah.
With all the kids, you look at your phones too much messaging. But there is, and it's a comedic film, but it's very serious too, and it's very violent. There's some violence
it's rated
that happens
R for a
that's
reason.
shocking, shocking. But the Juno Temple flashback, there's a scene in that one, and you were laughing. We were all laughing when she meets that parent, the parents.
Yes.
Talk about what they're all going through.
Oh my gosh.
That's just like, you'd be like, what? How can they even be making this? How do you make a joke about this?
I know. They were just
and they
like,
pulled
hey.
it off. They pulled
Yeah.
it off. It was insane.
It's really, really well done.
Yeah.
It's like I said, I enjoyed this movie.
It's got a very
thoroughly.
strange tone. The tone is kind of all over the place because it wants to be funny, but it's deadly serious. I mean, it is. It's deadly serious about what.
Well, the thing that got me was, and I found it really funny, is like people are laughing and enjoying this. Like, I'm talking about the audience, right? And by the way, speaking of the audience, it was one of the smaller theaters there. And
54 people it
54
holds.
people. But I would say
It was almost full.
it was almost full. The only row that was not full was the
Right in front of the screen.
Right in front of the screen. I mean, let me put it this way. Ralph and I got our tickets, and there was a single seat on either of us. And some random single dudes sat down in each of those seats.
It got full.
And but one of the one scene that really got me was there's a scene where everybody's laughing, and like you said, two guys show up who are trying to stop them, and a particular member of the group meets their end, and it's sudden and violent, and nobody was laughing anymore. It like suddenly it turned.
Yeah.
I mean, you laughed later on again, but like suddenly the seriousness of what was going on kind of impacted.
Well, I think part of what took away a little bit of that seriousness was you knew this is the 117th
Right,
time.
yeah.
So really, they're going to be back. You kind of knew that. It wasn't like.
But here's the thing: if they win, like if they get to the end and they complete the mission, that person's still dead.
I don't know.
Because doesn't the future just go on
I have no
from
idea.
there?
See, this is why
Yeah.
this movie.
is kind of a mess
It's a
with your
mind
head.
F.
But,
It's definitely a mind. It
but-
screws with your mind a little
but
bit.
it is really
like any of these movies where I don't know if you've ever seen Predestination. Have you ever seen that with Ethan
No.
Hawke? Oof. You talk about a mind blowing.
Really?
Yes.
With Ethan
Time
Hawke?
travel. Yes.
I've got it. I mean, it's got Ethan Hawke
And
in it.
and
I
the
gotta check it
woman
out.
who's in Succession, Sarah, I don't know her last name, great actress, the
I haven't
redheaded
seen
actress in
Succession.
Succession. She plays a woman playing a guy in that movie, and it's just like it's a time travel thing that you have to go. You literally have to map it out and go, okay, so if this happens,
Sure.
Now this isn't to that extent,
Right.
because it's very linear. This
Yes.
movie's very linear.
It
It's a
is.
video game, right? Basically,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to
To
go
the
from
next-
spot to spot to spot
next
to
level.
spot.
We've seen that in a lot of stuff, but Gore Verbinski brings some stuff to this. Like there's some stuff that happens in this that it's just
Yeah.
kind of weird and mind blowing and funny and not funny and
Yeah. And disturbing.
Yeah.
And it does feel like I agree with you. It does sometimes it felt, I'm not going to go so far as to say preachy because I kind of agree with it, but like it does.
It is a little grandfathery. You guys
Yeah.
are on your phones too much.
Yeah,
It
there's
is.
a little
I mean,
bit of
it
that.
is.
There's a bit of
I was
that.
feeling a little guilty as I'm holding my phone in the
You mean
theater.
as I went home and I woke up the next morning and started scrolling? through
Right,
my-
dude, right.
Checked my
You
email.
thought about it, didn't you?
I did.
Didn't
I
you?
did. I literally was
Exactly.
like, I should put this down. Go back to sleep for 20 minutes.
Exactly. So the message worked.
Well, it's funny. I will admit my wife gets up earlier for work than I do. And not every day, but it is oftentimes where I will wake up and be awake because she hits her snooze button like 2 or 3 times. So like her alarm goes off multiple times and then I'm awake. And I'll lay in bed for like 30 minutes just scrolling through just...
I do it too, and I hate it. I
And
hate
with
that I
my
do
own world, like, sometimes that happens to me and I'm
it.
like...
I hate that I do it.
I'm addicted,
Now,
not
the
addicted, but like not as bad as some people, but
Yeah,
like...
no. But you were feeling that the third act dragged,
My issue...
and once we get to that third
Yeah.
act, it became a cliche
Yeah, my issue
in some ways. I mean, again, I'm gonna review this. I liked it.
Yeah, me too.
I liked it, but it's also, as I thought about it, I'm going, Black Mirror kind of.
Yeah. My issue really was that I just felt that the climax of the movie just it just kind of kept going.
Yeah.
And it really could have been a few minutes shorter than it was.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know what it is about me, but like when you have these really intense scenes and everything, we're working toward, you've laid out the plan, you've laid out the objective, and you're working toward X. And then you just seem to keep dragging X out and just keep moving X a little bit farther away. Eventually you're like, just get to it already. Either do it or don't, but like.
Well, and also to be fair, we both rolled our eyes at one point and went, oh.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah.
And it's like, I don't know, was he trying not to be clever about that? It was just so obvious in the moment. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't know how they were going to work that in, but it was still so obvious in the moment that you go,
Yeah.
what? Why?
But it's still like, given its in my opinion, some relatively minor misfires or missteps, or in this case, too long of this or a little too much of that, I still really enjoyed that film. Like,
Yeah. It was a fun movie. No,
was a
I'm
fun
not.
movie,
I
yeah.
know I'm sounding a little critical.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a 3 as well.
really?
Yeah.
See, I'm giving it a 4.
Whoa.
Yeah,
No.
I really liked it. Like I found myself coming
oh
out
my
of that
God.
movie being like, it was literally.
Oh my God.
I almost gave it a 4.5.
Come on. You
I
can't do
really
that.
liked
No,
it.
no, no,
yes,
no.
yes.
No.
I really.
You can't. I mean, I dropped it because when I walked out, I go, that's. But then as I thought about it, I was like, ugh, I'm going to drop it to a 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So 3. That's 3.5. We're 3.5. That's our average.
Yeah.
But there was too many. Like the eye roll I had at that point took away a bunch, and I realized that the Black Mirror part of it kind of made me go, they could have taken Juno Temple's thing and made a movie out of that.
Oh gosh, yeah. That enough. Her story.
That was so weird. And
her
so
subplot in the story about her. It's a movie in itself. Completely 100%.
Now the other one with Zozie Betts, or how do you say her name? Zazie Betts and Michael Pena.
Yeah,
high
great.
school teachers, and we're both married to high school teachers.
We are.
And we're like, oh, I don't know, would they like this or not?
They might almost find that triggering. Like it's just like, holy crap!
Yeah.
It's like they would see it as like this is just one step into the future.
Yeah.
Like what was that old TV show? It was really revolutionary. Max Headroom.
Yeah.
Because it used to be Max Headroom, and the subtitle, whatever you want to call it, was 20 minutes into the future. That's how every episode used to start, 20 minutes into the future. And I love that vibe. I mean, it was very different. It was obviously farther, but like just the idea that this is just a step. That's what that movie is 5 minutes into the future. You know what I mean?
But I gave it a 3, but I really, Sam Rockwell.
He
I
crushes
can't.
it, man.
Yeah,
He just crushes
ever
it.
since Galaxy Quest, I've been on the Sam Rockwell train.
Oh yeah, he's terrific.
From now until the end, and all the people in it, like you said, the one guy I didn't recognize was the dude he called Phony Soprano. Which was such a
Phony
great
Soprano.
line.
That was so great.
Phony Soprano. Hey, Phony Soprano.
Yeah.
And I love Michael Pena. I like the acting
Yeah.
was just fan. Even the woman. I've never seen the woman that plays the princess.
Neither have I, and she
The
was
princess
terrific.
costume she's wearing. Yeah, she was really good.
He calls
So-
her princess because she's literally like a.
She's in a princess.
Well, she's like a child's birthday.
Yes, it
performer.
turns out she. Yes.
Yeah, that
And
we
the
find
rich
out.
in this, and the other thing is, we have no idea what year this is
Well, that's what I mean.
because
It
some of
feels-
the tech that's going on in this,
It's a little bit more advanced.
it's advanced.
and some of it is straight up science fiction.
Yeah.
like the one
The whole movie's science fiction.
Well, I know, but like my point is the one like. There's time travel, and then there's that element of it that's science fiction, right? A lot of times what you do with those kinds of stories is you take that one science fiction element and you drop it into an ultra realistic world. This, however, was you had that one element of science fiction, but then there was a couple other that were like way more science fiction-y.
Well,
than
it was
time.
total Black Mirror. It was total.
Yeah.
I mean,
And it was all
I hate
kind
to
of
keep
mixed
bringing that up, but that's what it
Yeah,
was.
and it was all kind of mixed up with.
And I miss Black Mirror, so I love this. I liked seeing, especially that Juno Temple section was just like,
that was
outrageous.
great.
So-
Like I said, that in of itself could have been I would have sat and watched a 2-hour movie about that.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
But
I don't know
I-
if they could have sustained the weird humor that was going on in that.
Yeah.
I don't want to give anything away
Yeah.
because you want to discover it
You
yourself.
could put a tight 90-minute movie together.
Of course.
Though, for
And
that.
same with Crime 101.
Yeah,
Crime 101 ain't no Heat. Heat was, you could, you know, every minute of Heat is needed.
Oh gosh,
Not
yeah.
Crime 101.
Even though it's 2 hours and 45 minutes.
That's what I'm
long.
saying.
It's
Every
really
minute
long,
is
but
needed.
you need every single
Yeah,
minute
so.
of it.
All right, well, there you go. So what did we rate Crime 101? You, three and
We
a
both
half?
gave it a 3.
A 3. So, yeah.
I think so.
3.
I
and
gave
then-
it a 3. I think you
Yeah, I
gave it a
did
3
too. And then this one, I gave this one a 3. You gave it a 4.
I gave it a 4, man.
Almost a 4.5.
Almost 4.5.
Okay.
I was close.
I enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong. But as I
really-
thought about it, I don't think it.
Going through it, I found myself just really into it. And you know what was nice about it? Even though it was a small theater, like you said, it only held like 54
That's
people.
what it said. Capacity 50. I'm reading capacity.
Yeah,
numbers,
the
I
capacity
like.
is when you walk in the thing. I really enjoyed seeing it with a crowd. You know?
Well, I was talking to Maria about that when we saw Testament of Ann Lee, which is fantastic.
Oh, yeah, that's
by the
right.
way.
You guys
Check
saw
out the review.
Will do.
What I've missed is the collective movie
Yeah.
experience, especially a comedy or something, or not even a comedy. You walk out of a very serious movie and
Yeah.
everybody's feeling the same way.
Exactly.
We've kind of lost that, and
Yeah.
the streaming has done that. The COVID did that, but yeah, going to see now. Don't get me wrong. As we were sitting there, I didn't like people sitting right next. You know, having someone right next to
to
me.
have a stranger right next.
I'm a little bit. I wish
Yeah.
that weren't happening.
But at the same time, I like that feeling of just being in basically a packed house.
I
there's
know, I
only
don't disagree.
54. I mean, there's
It's
probably
limo
only
space.
like 45 people in there, but like just the feeling that
Yeah.
it's full. I can honestly say that there have been times where I have seen less than good films, but I see them in a packed house with a really enthusiastic audience, and you can't help but get sucked up into
Right.
their energy.
Right.
I make this point. It's a true story. I saw most of I think I saw all of them actually, the Twilight movies, right?
Oh my God.
Right.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but they were at the Senator, and in a weird way,
Did you go like on a date or something?
No,
Did you have kids?
No, Jen was reading those books. We didn't have kids at the time, I don't think. But my wife, who was a high school teacher, was reading those books because all of her kids were reading the books. So she kind of wanted to see what it was all about. And actually, like, her kids loved her for reading the books and all this. So we go to see these movies, right? And it was a little weird. Like, I'm this adult man in a room basically full of, I was there with my wife, thankfully, but like literally in a room full of like, you know, teenage girls. But I have to admit, like, their excitement and their shock and their
Teenage
horror.
girls, man, of course. You got caught up in that?
Not really caught up in it, but like you have to admit, like it's exciting. Like you're watching this movie and you have a minimal interest in it, right? But when you're just surrounded by other people who are like so into it, it's like when my son and I went to see this anime movie. I'd never seen a frame of this show. He had watched the whole thing, and like I think I even said this once before. Like this was a movie that did not attempt to catch you up. So like people. Anyway, the point is, there was a woman sitting right next to me, and she was like, "Oh my God!" and like she was into it, and my son was like, "Oh," you know, and all this
So you
kind
got
of stuff.
caught up in that.
Well, it's fun to see it
Yeah, I
like that
got it.
because you can kind of feel the excitement of other
I have
people.
two stories. I saw Magic Mike when it premiered. I was the only dude in the place.
Nice.
And there was a lot of energy in that
Oh, I
one.
bet.
I had a great time.
Yeah.
And then I took my daughter to go see the Justin Bieber documentary
Oh wow!
that came out, and I couldn't stand that kid. I walked out of that movie going, damn, that kid works hard. Well, he's amazing. And I did not want to be there.
Oh sure.
But I walked out a Bieber fan.
Yeah. Hey, because of the energy of all
The
those
energy,
teenage
well, I
girls.
just what was going on the screen, the amount of work that kid put in. So there you go. All right, so Crime 101, I think you should go see.
Yes.
It's no heat, but it's really good.
Yeah, it's definitely that's the kind of movie where I love a good crime movie.
Who doesn't like a good heist film?
I know, and I would love
But
two
the
movies.
movies they're referencing were better than the movie they're in.
Yes, much better. Yes, much
I mean,
better.
that's the problem when you reference a movie
Yeah.
to say you're paying an homage.
Yeah,
and the whole movie's an homage to Heat, and you're not even close to being as good as Heat. Any of the movies they mentioned. They mentioned Bullet, you're seeing Heat, and they talked about the Thomas Crown
Crown,
affair.
and they're just not-
And they didn't hit any of those.
No.
Doesn't mean it's not a good movie. It is.
Yeah, I
But-
know,
All right, stop. Stop trying to elevate.
Okay, it's good.
Stop trying to elevate.
Right.
I'm saying to the producers and stuff, stop trying to
Yeah.
elevate it beyond what it is.
Right. Oh, I got you.
This was really, people thought this could be a Netflix film, and nobody would bat an eye.
Oh yeah.
Nobody would bat an eye. Now,
People would
the
be like,
second
"Hey,
one-
it's a really good one."
Yes. The second one, I think you should see in the theater.
Yeah.
The Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. Because it's an experience.
Yeah, and it's got a lot.
It's got some
It's got some
energy
really
to it.
nice, good
Yeah.
visuals, and
Yeah.
it's yeah,
But if you've seen Black Mirror, you've seen this one too.
yeah. It's very Black Mirror. That's
What a good review we just did. I don't know. Go see them both. They're great. All right.
Well, that's on that day. Hey, I feel like both of the films we saw this weekend, I'm totally happy we saw both of
Yeah.
them.
It was a good movie weekend.
It was a good movie weekend.
All right,
Which
well,
is
they-
funny too, because I was not expecting it to be that good a movie weekend.
No. We
I
just,
mean-
we just use our Cinemark thing and we
I
go.
know.
Pick
Once
our
again.
seat and go.
Exactly. Cinemark. Movie Club, 20%
Let's
off.
toast Cinemark.
You got
Cinemark.
it.
All right.
Time to sponsor us, guys.
Let's
You know,
go.
you could at least give us a free membership, that way, and we'll punch you guys up every time.
Who do we got to call? We got to call somebody.
We should.
All right. I'll give him a call.
Exactly.
All right.
Call the 1-800
Can you use your
number.
Blockbuster pass to like hit them with anything or not? No.
Blockbuster's so dead.
I don't know. You working at Blockbuster to me is one of the. I don't know what it is about it, but
It
I know
was-
what it is about it because I grew up with
Yeah.
Blockbuster.
Yeah.
But
It was, there was elements of it that were fantastic, and then there were elements of it that were just
like any job.
It's like any retail job.
Any
That's for
retail
sure.
job, so. All right,
was like
that's enough. We're done.
soul-crushing. Yep,
We're
we're
out.
finished.
Goodbye.
Enjoy.